You can't befriend the enemy of your friend. How do you befriend the enemy of your friend? How are we going to play lovey-dovey with Ukraine when Ukraine is the enemy of Russia and Russia is our friend? You see ukuthi this Leon Schreiber ufuna usibangela inkinga ezikude nje nathi South Africa. He's trying to cause problems for South Africa. Yabo? So I don't know why ifocus yakhe this guy is in bringing people from other countries into South Africa. I don't know what's the agenda with him with this whole thing. Last month he wanted to bring people to work in South Africa from other countries. Now he wants to bring Ukrainians. Huh? Ufuna Russia ke isikwatele manje uPutin ezeke naye la azoshanga amabhomu. You see what's going on? Well, on something that is very, very interesting, the Minister of Home Affairs, Mr. Leon Schreiber, is making headlines yet again. But okubhlungu is that he's making headlines again for the wrong reasons. You know, a couple of last month, I made a video talking about this man. And I said, Guti, there's something off about this minister. Gibo wonke ama minister that we have, GNU, this is the minister that I have the most problem with. I mean, check his moves. Check the things he's doing. Check the things he's saying. You will see what this guy, man. He is moving like a snake. He's moving like a snake. And I want to tell my fellow South Africans, let us look at this guy and monitor his actions. Because, trust me, this guy, there's an agenda that he's pushing. I don't know whether it's his own personal agenda or is the agenda of the DA as the whole. But this guy, ministers with DA, he is the one with the problem. Last month, I made a video talking about that thing he said, Uguti, South Africans are not skilled enough. Sakwata is some South Africans, Uguti. This guy wants to go outside and go employ people from other countries so that they can come work in South Africa because according to him, South Africans are not skilled enough. Now, after he said that, there was uproar in this country. People were fighting, Wuti. The youth is unemployed. The youth is qualified. There are many graduates without jobs who can fill those positions that you say we as South Africans, we are not skilled enough to fill. But those are the positions that when we look at them can be easily filled by South Africans. So he was making headlines last month because of that thing. I even made a video about it. If you want to listen to it, you want to watch it, you can check it here on my channel. It's not very far. You will find it. So again, he's making headlines. He's back again. Now he's making headlines because I don't know whether he thinks maybe he is the president of South Africa or maybe the president of South Africa, Mr. Ramaphosa, is going to dance to his tune or something like that. Now, what's happening right now? The BRICS summit was underway a couple of days ago, and we saw Uguti South Africa has a relationship with Russia. That's no secret. South Africa has a relationship with Russia. Even Ramaphosa said Uguti, Russia is an ally. La Mzansi. Yabo? So we have that relationship with Russia, right? Cool. Russia is the enemy of Ukraine. And yet we all know there's a war between UK and Russia. Russia is our friend as South Africa. Ukraine is the enemy of Russia. Leon Schreiber, the Minister of Home Affairs in South Africa, came out and said he has signed an agreement that will allow free visa pass to Ukrainian citizens. So he says he's going to do this, the Home Affairs is going to do this because Ukraine is a friend of South Africa and Ukraine is one of the nations that assisted South Africa during the apartheid times and things like that. So Ukraine is a friend to South Africa. We also even have trade agreements with Ukraine and things like that. So according to him, South Africa needs to support Ukraine in the war and we need to give them free visa pass so that they can come to South Africa and run away from the war. Yabo? Now all of this to me is just a conflict of interest and it's going to paint a bad picture for South Africa because South Africa is an ally with Russia. Now South Africa again wants to bring Ukrainian citizens into South Africa. You see what's going on here? And now he signed that agreement. He signed that agreement. Now he's saying Uguti, he's waiting for the president to also sign the agreement, because the agreement is null and void if the president hasn't signed it. So he needs the president's signature so that he can continue with this thing of bringing Ukrainians in South Africa. Okay, let's say President Ramaphosa signs that thing, and then you bring those Ukrainians in South Africa. How is Russia going to look at South Africa? Just tell me. How is Russia going to take South Africa? They are going to take us as people who don't know where they stand. You understand? You can't befriend the enemy of your friend. How do you befriend the enemy of your friend? How are we going to play lovey-dovey with Ukraine when Ukraine is the enemy of Russia and Russia is our friend? You see ukuthi this Leon Schreiber ufuna usibangela inkinga ezikude nje nathi neSouth Africa. He's trying to cause problems for South Africa. Yabo? So I don't know why focus yakhe this guy is in bringing people from other countries into South Africa. I don't know what's the agenda with him with this whole thing. Last month he wanted to bring people to work in South Africa from other countries. Now he wants to bring Ukrainians. Huh? Ufuna Russia ke isikwatele manje uPutin ezeke naye la azoshanga amabhomu. You see what's going on? So, and the funny thing about his reason for this ukuthi Ukraine helped South Africa what Mina, this is funny to me, because here in Africa there are many countries that helped South Africa during the struggle more than Ukraine. Bo Mozambique, bo Namibia. All of these countries in Africa helped South Africa. Even Nigeria. Ngiyazi ukuthi we don't like Nigerians in South Africa manje because of the things they are doing. But even Nigeria helped South Africa during the struggle financially. They helped South Africa. But instead of saying I'm going to give free visa pass to everyone who helped South Africa during the struggle, he chooses Ukraine. Why Ukraine? Why Ukraine? Why Ukraine? War is happening in many countries, but he chose to choose Ukraine. Ukraine. I want to give Ukraine a free visa pass. You know, this guy, the things he does are amazing to me. I'm going to give Namibia free visa pass because they helped South Africa during the struggle. I'm going to give Nigeria free visa pass because they helped South Africa during the struggle. I'm going to give Mozambique free visa pass because they helped South Africa during the struggle. No, he's not looking at the neighbors here in Africa. He wants to go and take Ukrainians and bring them to South Africa. That thing doesn't just sit right with me. And another thing that doesn't sit right with me, these free visa passes that he wants to give to the Ukrainian citizens, he's talking about diplomats and people of power, politicians and people like that, people of power. Those are the people he wants to give the free visa passes to. He's not referring to the citizens, random Ukrainians who want maybe to run away from the war. You understand? The innocent Ukrainian citizens who deserve maybe a free visa pass. The people who deserve the free visa pass, he's not planning on giving it to them. He wants to give it to the diplomats and people like that, people of power. He wants the people of power and diplomats to run away from Ukraine and come to South Africa and leave the Ukrainian citizens in Ukraine. Ekbeni, those diplomats are the ones who put Ukraine in the situation it's at right now. The citizens in Ukraine didn't do anything. It's all political stuff. But they are the ones who are dying. Instead of saying, I'm going to give the citizens, the innocent citizens, so that they can run away from the war. No. He wants to give the diplomats, the people who put Ukraine in the situation they are in right now. Those are the people he's talking about. What is that? Just tell me, what is that? Okay, if best to understand and say, maybe yabona ngenhliziyo nje ke sibe nenhliziyo ezinhle South Africans njengoba sisho abantu sinobuntu. You understand? Best so should ke asibe nenhliziyo ezinhle ke simvumele ukuthi abalethe labantu because they are running away from the war. But no, he's not talking about those people. He's talking about people who can go where they want, people with money, who can go to other countries easily like that, who can run away from the war if they wanted to. Those are the people he wants to give the free visa pass to. I don't understand. I don't understand why he wants to do that type of thing. I'm going to say it again. Uguchi, Mr. Leon Schreiber, the Minister of Home Affairs, if he doesn't change the way he's doing things, he is going to turn into the enemy of the people of South Africa. And that won't be good for him. That won't be good for him. Because we can see, Uguchi, the GNU seems like it's doing good for South Africa. Yabo? There's movement in South Africa. Even our economy is starting to pick up. Everyone is aware that the GNU is doing something positive for this country. You understand? Other ministers are busy working. Yeah, now he is busy making headlines with the wrong things. And in Tephlungu, he started off gahle. You understand? When he occupied that position, he seemed like he wants what's best for South Africa, because he was busy chasing away illegal foreigners, and which we appreciated as South Africa. These illegal foreigners must go back to their countries. So he was busy doing that thing, and we were proud of him as South Africans. We know you are doing the job, Mr. Minister. And then all of a sudden, the things he is doing now, the only positive thing he's doing is this thing of foreigners, chasing away illegal foreigners. But the other things that he's doing, he's moving in man. He is moving like a snake. He is moving like a snake. I don't know, Guti, why. And I don't think, Guti, the president is going to sign that thing. He is not going to sign it. Trust me. Because he knows Ramaphosa is very smart. I don't know, people, if maybe you haven't studied Ramaphosa, study Ramaphosa. Look at that guy. Look at the decisions he makes. That guy is very smart. It's very hard to outsmart Ramaphosa. Trust me. And a lot of people don't realize this. They don't realize, Guti, out of all the presidents that we had in this country, Ramaphosa is the smartest. Like, it's not easy to outsmart that guy. And if the DA and the Leon Schreiber think they are going to use this GNU to control the president, that thing won't happen. That thing won't happen. I mean, the president proved, Uguti, he won't be controlled by the DA with that whole Bella issue situation. If the DA didn't realize that time, Uguti, the president won't be controlled by the DA, they will never realize. They will never realize, because he showed them, Uguti, I'm not going to listen to you. I am going to lead the people of South Africa because I am the president. My word is final. And I won't be manipulated by you. Even if you can threaten and say you are going to leave GNU is fine, leave GNU. And then they backed into a corner. They didn't know what to do, because they realized, no, this guy, man, seems like he's smart. Now again, I don't know, they are testing the president or what. Now they are saying they want the president to sign that thing. And when the president was in Russia, they are busy with the BRICS stuff. And then they want to bring Ukrainians. They think the president is going to agree to that thing. I don't think so. And if he does, the president, but I'm pretty sure he won't agree with that thing. It won't happen. Futhi, especially after the people of South Africa have been vocal with this thing, this minister is trying to cause problems for South Africa. Pela, we are vocal. You can see how vocal I am. It's not only me. It's not only me. Everyone is talking about this thing. We are vocal. We are saying, we don't want this. And you know the nice thing about this GNU, since it was implemented here in South Africa, the South African citizens are more involved now in the politics. It's not easy now for you as a minister to make a decision that South Africans don't like and they are just going to keep quiet. No. Now we talk. We talk now. It's no longer a government of the ANC, of the DA. It's a government of national unity. You understand? So we are going to make sure with the things that these ministers said they are going to do, they do them. And they don't do corruption and things like that. So he's trying to turn himself into the enemy of the people of South Africa, which will not end good for him. It will not end good for him. But yeah, that's just what I wanted to talk about in today's video. If you enjoyed this video or you learned something new, just quickly leave a like and subscribe to this channel. I would really appreciate it. Please do me a favor and comment down below and tell me, what do you think about the moves of this minister? What do you think about Mr. Leon Schreiber? Do you think there's an agenda that he is trying to push? Or maybe we are just overthinking as South Africans? Tell me on the comment section down below. Thank you for joining me today. My name is Emmanuel and this is Mzansi Versity, the place where we transform lives through knowledge and information. Let's meet again on another video.